Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. It's good to have you, and welcome back to all of our members. It's great having you. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us for that very first time, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and a host of ways that you can take your business to that next level, please check out the links below. Now, with that said, let's get into our topic today, and it's 5 things that your gym business must have to succeed. 5 things your gym business must have to succeed. And so number 1 on our list, a genuine need. Okay, your customers, are you going to be able to satisfy a genuine need that your customers have? How are you going to be able to solve your customers' problems? Okay, now this can get some blurred lines in here, because if you're doing the same thing everybody else in your marketplace is doing, okay, maybe there's a genuine need, but maybe it's a diluted need, okay, because there's so many other folks providing the same thing. So when you look at genuine need, how are you going to solve the problems of your audience? How are you going to do it? Okay, how are you going to market it? How are you going to get that word out? And what is your differentiation? What are you doing that nobody else in your marketplace is doing? So genuine need, first thing, and really take a good look at that one. Number 2 is a credible experience. Not everyone thinks about this one, I don't think, at least a lot of folks that I talk to. Your member experience directly relates to your attrition. And the attritions that I see attritions from 4% to like 6% a month. And that's, half your members a year. Half of them or more you're losing every single year. Every single year. You're losing half your members, 3/4 of your members. It is directly related to the member experience. So what is your member experience like? What are you going to do when that person joins that nobody else in your community is doing? What are you going to do? Okay. I mean, some simple examples are, maybe we pull a member usage report, and we're going to follow up. We're going to be contacting through a regular sequence of calling for members that have used our gym, say 6 times or less the previous 30 days. And every day we're pulling that new report. We're building this database of folks that are inactive. So anyone that's become inactive, well, we're going to nurture them. And we're going to do everything we can to get them back in. Okay, it's an example. Number 2, one of the things that we know about our members, that they will use our gym 20 times first 60 days. Those are the ones that stay with us the longest. So we're going to get a program together that's really going to be motivational, inspirational, educational. We're going to coach them. We're going to incentivize them to get people to want to come in 20 times first 60 days. But just know, in order to succeed, you need to have that member experience. What is it? It's directly related to your attrition. Attrition is one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem in the industry. It directly relates to the member experience. What are you going to do that's different? Okay. Number 3, 5 things your gym business must have to succeed. Adequate resources. No matter where you're at, if you're just getting started, if you've been in business for a while, don't find yourself bootstrapping this, not for any length of time, unless you've got someone in there kind of directing a turnaround for you. But have adequate resources. If I need funds, where can I tap into these funds? Okay, do I have investors that would like to buy shares in the company? Do I have financing opportunities available? What are my options? Okay, do I have resources I can sell, to create additional funding? So you need to have adequate resources. One of the things that I would suggest for anybody is have a minimum of 1 month operating expense on hand. If it costs you $50,000 a month to run that place, $50,000 needs to be in the bank, period. Okay, but make sure you have adequate resources. Number 4 of my 5 things your gym business must have to succeed, you need buying customers. You need members. Okay. Now, the 2 things that I would, put these side by side, and I see this when I go in to do a turnaround to get clubs back on track. More often than not, It's a failure to understand sales and marketing. So first thing, we need buying customers. Make sure we've got a sales process in place. You can research this channel, for the sales process and proper way to do it. But we have to have a sales process in place because we can't be driving more people in, to a broken system. Okay, so the system has to be sound. What is our sales process? What is our second sale? What is our third sale? How do we get referrals? How do we do a telephone inquiry? How do we follow up? I mean, those are some quick basics right there, right? And so we need the sales process, but then we need the marketing program, because the core issue with every business is nobody knows who we are, and those that do don't have us at top of mind. We need to be known by everybody. We can't be doing one or two things to market and promote our business. We're not just looking for people who are interested. We want everybody to know who we are. And that plan needs to be put together. It doesn't have to be expensive. There's an awful lot you can do. Okay. So buying customers, look at your sales process, look at your marketing. And then number 5, we need a sound business model. We need a sound business model. And here's my comment on this is, we do this with with really all the new club startups we work with, is we help them in a collaborative manner with a business plan and budget pro forma. And the reason we do it collaborative, the reason we do it together, because we're not just going to write it out for you. Okay, we want to do it together because we want to give you an education on this industry. Okay, we want you to understand not only here's what we suggest you do, here's why we suggest you do it. And you need to know, what is your marketing going to look like? What is your sales process going to look like? Okay, what are the risks here? How are you going to mitigate those risks? How do you plan on creating differentiation? How do you plan on going after an uncontested market space? What's your pricing going to look like and why? I mean, too many times I'll ask clubs, well, how'd you decide on this pricing? Oh, there was another club in the area doing this and we really liked what they were doing. That's not the reason that you need to be doing it. It may not have been working for them. Probably wasn't. Okay? And so we're going to help you with this business plan on a collaborative basis. So what you want to get what I would call a Harvard level education on the fitness business. That's what you're looking to get. Okay? Because you want to put together a sound business model. You want to understand this. Too often when clubs get started, and certainly even down the road, there's too much of a wish. This is what I wish it would be. I can't understand why we're not hitting these numbers. You want a sound business model, understand your key performance indicators, and then make decisions, based on those objectives. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management Consulting. Appreciate you being here today. If you've not yet done so, please hit the subscribe button. And to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and a number of different ways that you can take your business to that next level, please check out those links below. And we look forward to seeing you all in that next video.